Hey everyone, welcome to the Cooking with Essential Oils class. In this class, we're going to cover what essential oils are good for cooking, which ones you should always avoid ingesting, and I'm also including some recipes and incentives, so this will be a good class. I'm excited for this one. So we're going to get started here. Okay, so first off, we're going to go quickly over, I know this is hard to read, but we're going to go quickly over what are essential oils. They are made from aromatic plants through natural processes, and they're usually distilled or cold pressed from various parts of the plant, such as the leaves, stems, petals, needles, twigs, and branches. Um, doTERRA uses distilled just because it's a little bit easier, but basically you just take like pounds and pounds of whatever plant that you're going to make into an oil, and they distill it into an oil. doTERRA doesn't add anything else into their oils. It's literally just whatever plant you're using. The tradition of using essential oils is definitely ancient. It dates back thousands of years. They've always been used for physical healing as well as emotional well-being, and these are powerful natural substances that provide a healthy boost when used in the kitchen. And although creating a collection of these liquids may seem a bit on the pricey side, over time this is an extremely economical way to cook because oils have a very, very long shelf time. And you only need like 1 to 2 drops at a time. Okay, so now we're going to go over safe cooking with them. When you're determining what essential oils to use for cooking, it's extremely important to understand where they come from and what grade they are. There are some cheaper versions that are only useful for perfumes and scents because of the quality of plants they come from and how they're extracted. And like I said, doTERRA just uses the plants. They don't add anything else into them. So they're like the purest forms of oils. And a lot of other places, like health food stores and Walmart even, say they are natural essential oils, but actually they add a lot of synthetic ingredients into them. The higher grade substances that can safely be used for cooking will be labeled 100% pure and should indicate that they are food grade. Some examples are Young Living, doTERRA, Loran, and other brands that offer products similar to ours, but I've really only heard of doTERRA and Young Living. And it's definitely necessary to avoid products that are extracted with harmful solvents, but those are usually used for perfume grade components rather than for food grade ingredients. Whenever you're in doubt, though, just contact the manufacturer to find out what kind of processes or solvents are used in the extraction processes. That way, you don't have to second guess yourself. You know it's safe to ingest. And you want to store it a in a room temperature place. Sorry, obviously not in the cabinet directly above the stove or anywhere they're gonna get like extremely hot. And nature identical substances should be avoided as they compare chemically to the natural product but are made of synthetic components. So you are not eating the actual plant, but rather a synthetic chemical made to mimic its qualities. And no one wants that. So now we're going to get to the oils that you should typically avoid in cooking and ingesting in general. This isn't a complete list at all, and I can send you this list if you would like, but some oils to avoid are bitter almond, camphor, horseradish, mustard, sassafras, wintergreen, and I think that's it that I have for the list of things that you should avoid. And then the most popular oils to cook with, the list goes on and on. We have a ton of these on the doTERRA website. But basically, just check the Latin name of your essential oil first and make sure that it's 100% pure. And the essential oils that can typically be used safely in cooking, by the way, always check labeling or check with the manufacturer first. You can ask us and we'll send you some links or some information from corporate, but you want to make sure you're ingesting safe oils. Anyway, the oils that you typically can ingest are anise, basil, bergamot, black pepper, caraway, cardamom, chamomile, cilantro, cinnamon bark, clove, coconut, coriander, cumin, dill, eucalyptus, ginger, grapefruit, juniper berry, lavender, lemon, lemongrass, lemon verbena, lime, marjoram, nutmeg, orange, oregano, peppermint, rosemary, sage, spearmint, sweet fennel, tangerine, and thyme. So you can see that there's a huge list of oils that you can ingest. And from adding fruit flavors to sherbets or ice creams to making glazes or dips or drinks, using these ingredients in the kitchen may become one of your favorite shortcuts to healthy, easy cooking. And now we're going to get to the recipes. This one is raw blueberry bars. The recipe calls for 1.5 cups of oat flour, 4 tablespoons of water, 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, 2 tablespoons of molasses, and 1 drop of cinnamon essential oil. That's the base layer. And you can see literally you only use one to 2 drops, unless it's something that's less strong like wild orange or lemon. So the blueberry layer would be 4 cups of organic blueberries, 3 cups of oat flour, half a cup of maple syrup, 5 tablespoons of coconut oil, and 2 to 5 drops of wild orange essential oil. And the directions for the bottom layer are to melt the coconut oil in microwave and combine with other ingredients, adding the cinnamon essential oil last. Adding the oils last makes sure that you get the most potent taste. If you add it at the very beginning, it's going to get lost in all the other ingredients. So you want to make sure that you're always adding your essential oils last so that you get the most taste out of them. Mix well, press mixture into a layer and 7 by 11 pan. Place pan in refrigerator to firm up. And then for the blueberry layer, you're going to want to puree the blueberries in a food processor, melt the coconut oil, and combine all remaining ingredients, adding the wild orange essential oil last. And then for the last part of it, you want to press the blueberry layer evenly on top of bottom layer, dust with unsweetened cocoa powder, or leave them blue and berry. Place in the fridge to chill until desired consistency is reached. This one looks really good. Wild orange is definitely one of my favorite oils to use. I put it in my water, and I put it in my smoothies, and I can imagine, I haven't tried this one yet, but I can imagine putting it in whipped cream would be really good as well. But here's the recipe. You're going to need fruit, obviously. They recommend grapes, blueberries, kiwi, pineapple, oranges, and strawberries to get the perfect rainbow. You can use whatever fruits you want, but these are the ones that they suggest because of the colors, obviously. And then 1 cup of whipping cream and 1 to 2 drops of wild orange essential oil. You're going to want to wash and dry the fruit, cut into small bite-sized pieces, beat the whipping cream until stiff peaks form, add 1 to 2 drops of wild orange essential oil, and stir. And in a glass cup, layer cut fruit by colors of the rainbow and chop with wild orange whipped cream and enjoy. So that one is super duper easy. And I'm just going to say right now, most of these recipes in here are really good for like spring/summertime. I really like, obviously, if you can't tell already, fruity recipes and really like light and airy. So I guess kind of the theme for this PowerPoint is summery foods. So here's the next one, which is jalapeno and goat cheese white bean dip with cilantro and lime essential oils. So the recipe calls for 2 cans of white kidney beans, 1 to 2 jalapenos, depending on your preferred spice level, 2 ounces of plain goat cheese, 1 toothpick of doTERRA cilantro essential oil, 1 to 3 drops of doTERRA lime essential oil, and 1 to 3 tablespoons of water for desired consistency. And then also 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of honey, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, and 1 to 2 tablespoons of EVOO. And the directions are to preheat the oven to a broil, which is 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Place the jalapenos on a baking sheet and rub with olive oil. Roast the peppers under the broiler until jalapeno skin is blistered and blackened, so for about 5 to 10 minutes. Just keep the light on and keep checking on them. And the rest of them is to turn them with a pair of tongs periodically to ensure all sides are equally done. Pull jalapenos from the oven with a pair of tongs and place in a covered bowl. This allows the skin to steam and loosen. Remove the skins, they will easily peel off. Tops and seeds, then roughly chop. Place all ingredients except cilantro, essential oil, and olive oil into the bowl of a food processor. Pulse 5 to 6 times. Add a toothpick of cilantro essential oil by dipping the toothpick into the oil and then swirling it into the dip, because cilantro is one of those really strong oils. So putting even one drop of it in just a small bowl of dip would probably be too overpowering. So you just want to dip a toothpick into the whole of the essential oil bottle and swirl it into the dip. And then pulse for 10 to 15 more times, adding small amounts of olive oil until the desired consistency is reached. Taste and adjust any seasonings to your liking. Store in the refrigerator, but serve at room temperature with garlic crostini, vegetables, whole grain chips, or pita slices. And then the next one is an acai bowl. The ingredients you'll need for the smoothie part are 2 frozen acai superfruit packs, half a cup of frozen banana, 1 cup of frozen pineapple, half a cup of frozen strawberries, 1 to 2 drops of lime essential oil, and 1 cup of water or almond milk. I honestly would use the almond milk. I don't really like using water in my smoothies. I think the almond milk makes it taste better and also makes it like a better consistency. And then the ingredients for the toppings, you're going to want a 4th cup of granola, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, a 4th cup fresh blueberries, half an avocado, 1 tablespoon of honey, a 4th cup fresh raspberries, and half a cup of fresh strawberries. For the directions, it says to add all smoothie ingredients to blender and blend until smooth and thick, adding additional water or almond milk as necessary. Pour into bowl, layer toppings on bowl, and drizzle with honey for additional sweetness. And then this one is a raspberry limeade. I'm pretty sure this is the last recipe I have on here. You're going to need, for the puree, 2 cups of raspberries, half a cup of sugar or honey, and 1 cup of water. And for the ingredients for the actual drink, you're going to need limes, sparkling water, lime essential oil, and ice. This recipe makes about 2 cups of puree, and you only need to put 1 to 2 tablespoons in each cup. Therefore, this whole half cup of sugar will be distributed into about 20 cups of limeade. And if you prefer, you could substitute the sugar with honey or add more raspberries, which I would probably do to keep it a little bit healthier. So for the directions, in a small saucepan, combine 1 cup of water, half cup of sugar or honey, and 2 cups of raspberries. Cook until sugar has dissolved. Cool and strain. Then to serve, add raspberry puree, around 2 tablespoons, ice, juice of 1 lime, and 1 to 2 drops of lime essential oil to a glass. Top with sparkling water and garnish with limes and raspberries. And then this is going to show you all the oils that we have that you can replace your spices in your spice cabinet with. So we have basil, bergamot, black pepper, cardamom, Roman chamomile, cilantro, cinnamon bark, clove, ginger, grapefruit, lemon, lime, wild orange, oregano, peppermint, rosemary, thyme, and definitely many others. Just go on the website and you can see which oils we do carry, or as always, you can message me and ask me if you have any questions. And last but not least, I know this was a very short class, but I didn't want to just sit here and go over a bunch of recipes with you. The promos and incentives. So the promo that we have going on this month, or at least one of them, is if you enroll 4 new wellness advocates, each with 100 PV enrollment order or more, obviously, between April 1st and April 30th, you will receive a 5 milliliter bottle of jasmine, which the retail value is almost $200. So that's huge. And then what's even bigger is if you enroll 7 new wellness advocates, each with 100 PV or more enrollment order, between April 1st and April 30th, you receive a 5 milliliter bottle of Rose, which the retail value is $375. If you enroll 11 new wellness advocates, each with a 100 PV enrollment order between the 1st and the 30th of April, you will receive both the rose and the jasmine, which is a retail value of $562. So that's huge, guys. You can't even buy these like on the doTERRA store. So I mean, this is just a really, really good promotion. So if you've been wanting to get into doTERRA and you just want to start working from home or maybe supplementing your income, maybe not replacing it quite yet, this is a great month to get started. And then here's the other promo that we have going on. This is only to the 15th of the month by midnight. But if you order 100 PV or more, you get a free 5 milliliter bottle of Digestin and 10% off of Tri-Ease soft gels if you order the Tri-Ease soft gels. The Digestin is amazing because you just put 1 or 2 drops in your hand and you rub it clockwise on your stomach, and whenever you're having any sort of stomach problems, it works like seriously almost instantly. There's also other ways you can take it, and we have also Digestin capsules or soft gels, I guess. But it's an amazing oil, so that's a really good deal. And then here's my incentive. If you host a Facebook class, you will receive a free recipe ebook. So it'll be recipes just like the ones that I've shared, but it will be an ebook that you can use and you can save, and you won't have to keep coming back to this whole video to come see the recipes. The way that you would do this is whichever way is easier for you. You can host the class alone and just invite me, and I would be posting things in there, or you can make me a co-host, which might even be easier. But you create the event, you invite all the people, and we'd be hosting together basically, but I would teach the class. And it would either be a webinar or I would record a webinar ahead of time like I'm doing now, and whoever you invite can ask questions from either you or me. And if you host that class and you sign up as an advocate, you'll receive the ebook along with this sample trio. So I think that that's a pretty good incentive to host a Facebook class, and that doesn't mean that you're or that people are obligated to buy anything or sign up. But if you did want to become a wellness advocate, this is a great way to get started because chances are you'd get a few people signed up under you already. And if you would like samples in general, just let me know. I'm sending out a lot of samples this month. So that's it, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. This went by pretty fast, but like I said, if you want more recipes, just host a Facebook class and you'll receive a free ebook that has about 20, maybe more recipes in there. So anyway, like I said, just let me know if you have any questions, and thank you guys so much for joining me.